Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Comrade power! Comrade power! Comrade power! Comrade power! Comrade Tialala!
The nation is making the comrades look like mad people, but it is because you are refusing to consider our voices and our opinions.
Hatuku elect muende mkae huko hivi. Mudiscuss kama si hivyo 2027 out. Tutatunyanyasa namna hii. Hii hapana, hii imeenda hii.
Comrades power! Comrades power! Comrades power! Comrades ria! Kwa majina ni Susan Mwihaki Jenga, mwanafunzi kutoka chuo kikuu cha Egerton University Njoro. Nimekuja hapa kama mwakilishi wa wanafunzi wa kutoka Nakuru County walio vyuo vikuu, that is the TVETS and the colleges and universities in our country. We are here to lament our issues and to see the way forward, whether the government is going to address the issues we are facing as comrades. We have seen what the head of state said sometimes this week, the scrapping off of HELB. We are asking, is the scrapping of HELB the solution to the issues of lack of school fees in the higher institutions? Or is it the introduction of the new system going to solve any issue? The reason is, initially, when the program was funded by HELB, COOPS, every student who managed to get a C+ and above was eligible to get HELB funding. That is the minimum of 40,000 and the maximum of 60,000. Every student was eligible and there was a chance that they will get the funding. Now the new system is saying 45,000 students out of the 200,000 students who get to join the university are going to be sponsored. That is, they are going to give grants. And again, the issue of repayment of HELB has been a thorn to the government. We are asking, why can't the loans be made to be grants? Hii serikali ilituahidi kwamba tukimaliza shule vyuo vikuu tutapata kazi. Swali ni je, hii mikopo mnayotupa ya HELB italipwaje if the employment opportunities are very minimal? The students are lacking employment every day. Look around the town. They are going hungry and they are resulting to being thieves, wanaiba, drugs, hawking around, kutoa windshields kwa magari. Is this the future that we want as youths? It is our time to rise up and address this issue. Let the government retain the HELB, and it should not be a loan. It should be made to be a grant. Let the government bring in scholarships. Initially, some years back, they used to pay the students to be in the universities. Nowadays, we are paying to be there. Even the government is unable to sustain the universities. The management is very poor, such that they cannot afford to pay lecturers. You are making lecturers to become business people instead of them doing what they were supposed to do. That is teaching. Let the universities make their own money. Stop making money from students and from parents. Comrades power! It is a very good idea that the government is considering just changing the system. This is what they have been doing. Ukiona ukuta wako umebadilika, unaamua wacha nipake rangi nyingine. Unatoa ile ya white, unapaka ya blue, so that it will look new. This is the very same thing the government has been doing. Promising something and deciding that they are going to scrap something off without involving the real shareholders. The education is not for the government. The education is for the people. If we don't talk today, what about tomorrow? What about those kids who are going to join the university in this year? What are they going to do? Life is already hard. The tax is increasing day by day. I want to ask the question, how parents are going to pay the school fees? We are not refusing that you have come up with a good strategy. We want to tell you that the strategy you have come up is very ambiguous. Ni kama ile munaita wakati wa kuita polisi. You want to make education like the same procedure, whereby you come, you look at someone and you decide this person is very fit. You want to look at the Kenyans and decide this person is fit. Just because someone went to an academy in high school does not mean that they are very needy. They are very able to pay for the school fees. For example, there are these students who performed very well in the previous KCSE and those who performed very well in KCPE. They were called to join alliance. They lacked school fees. Well-wishers have come along and they have paid for them. Because the dream of the parent is, let my kid go to a good high school so that this kid will get good marks and go to a good university so that they can achieve their dreams. Yet, you are here telling us, if somebody can afford to take their kids to a private school, a very good school, wanakosaje kulipa chuo cha juu? They have been through high school so that the dreams can become possible. Yet you are making this dream difficult. And this is why Francis Imbuga said, when the madness of an entire nation disturbs a solitary mind, what happens to that man? It is good to assume that the man has become mad. The nation is making the comrades look like mad people, but it is because you are refusing to consider our voices and our opinions. We wish that you are going to reconsider this and involve us as the students and the shareholders of education.
My name is Daniel Kiptanui, President TVETS Student Association, and my point of review concerning His Excellency the President's statement concerning the new funding for universities and TVETS. Actually, the President promised us that we will eat chicken, but now we are eating like chicken. First for all, it's so disheartening to see that the government knows how many people are vulnerable. Like for example, they say 45,000 students. So it means only 45,000 students will join campus, will join TVET institution, leaving more than another 40,000 students who will be away from the institution. And at the end of the day, we will see the 40,000 students will be thieves. The 40,000 students will steal. The 40,000 students will be on the street. And my point of concern, what I'm going to say this, we were not involved in this discussion. Yes. We wanted to be involved in this discussion to discuss, because we are the shareholders, we are the stakeholders in all these activities, because the money is it's on us. And the issue of giving us loans, we don't want loans. We want it as a grant, because having a loan and you don't have a job, how will you pay it? Will you sell your life? Will we sell kidney? We will sell our hearts. So my point of concern is this: the government should go back to the drawing board, should involve us as comrades, as student leaders, that we need to discuss this and this and this and this and this. Another thing I'm going to say is that the government and the institution should not increase the institution fee. The college fee, the university fee should not be increased. Because when you say the government is broke, what about the citizen? If the government is broke, even the citizens are broke. So putting more burden on parents, on students, we should avoid this, and we curse it, because the voice of comrade is the voice of God. So, Mr. President, kindly consider us and put us on drawing board. We need to discuss this again and again and again. Power. Another thing I want to add, first for all, when now it's hard to distribute and disburse bursary, how will it be possible to distribute the HELB loan, the new fund? And another thing I want to say, this thing, distributing this to the poor people, to the marginalized community, to the marginalized students, let me tell you one thing. This will lead to nepotism. This will lead to bribery. This will lead to corruption. So, Mr. President, kindly use the previous funding program, the funding operation, which were being introduced earlier on. And another thing, Mr. President, kindly, let me just wait for a phone call. You invite us, we discuss this and this and this until we reach and have a final conclusion and final solution to our lives and comrades. And another thing, let me just say this. We are just giving you 14 days. 14 days. Yes. Isipokuwa hiyo, achana na venye wamesema 20 maandamano tunaenda. Maandamano haitakuwa ya Raila Odinga, maandamano haitakuwa ya William Ruto, maandamano ni yetu, us as comrades, us as the majority, us as the people. We are the people, we are the majority. So 14 days from now on, Mr. President, kindly, na members of parliament, hatukuwa elect muende mukae huko hivi, mudiscuss, kama si hivyo 2027, out. Tutatunyanyasa namna hii. Hapana, hii imeenda hii. Hapana.
The government said about scrubbing private universities. Now, the issue is that those students who are currently at private universities acquire a lot, and most of them they go tri-semesters, that making them to complete the year or their course very fast. They say that the government wants us to go to public universities. All of us, they want us to occupy there, and we compress and we become a lot of many. And our question is, mnataka twende public university, tukae huko miaka 10, mkose kulipa lecturers, tumalize kosi yetu miaka 10 badala ya miaka 4. That's our concern.
My name is Moturi Shadrack from Rift Valley Institute of Science and Technology, and we are here to rubbish the claims made by the president that they are going to scrap HELB, because we believe HELB is there to help comrades. Comrade power! Power! Comrade power! Power! Because saying that only 45,000 students will benefit from HELB. We want to ask Mr. President, which criteria will you use to know that this comrade is needy? Because we believe all comrades are needy. Kila comrade anainama. Kila comrade ana mashida zake. Mkieka hii pesa iko ikipatiwa wanafunzi kadhaa, we are very sure it will be like bursaries. Itakuwa ina benefit watu ambao tunasema siku hizi ni connections. So take keen a look on that. Thank you.
The government should also consider everybody and balance all students equally. Whether they have the financial constraints, education, we have the right for education. Whether kuna pesa or the hakuna. That's what I can say for now.
My name is Charles Mahogo, a student in Nakuru, Harvest. And I just have a question. Let's say this program they are bringing out of good faith and for the beneficiary of the students. But I need to just get an answer on. They are saying that it will be awarded to the needy students. Now that's nationwide. Let's be logic here. There is the bursary issues. Ziko pale chini kabisa. But still it benefits the rights of the villages. Now, how sure are we that yenye ni national, it is coming to kusaidia the needy students, the needy comrades? How sure are we that? Is it okay? Why can't we? How can you stop us from seeing it? It's a scheme to isaidie wale wachache wanaojiweza.